Hey there, how you doing? Welcome back to Gamer Central. So guys, in today's video, we're going to discuss Titanfall 2, 5 tips for Apex players in 2022. Are you guys excited? Let's get started. So keep up with me to the end, comment right below this video, subscribe if you still haven't, and turn on the post notification for more videos. The multiplayer shooter from Respawn, Titanfall 2, is enjoying something of a resurgence at the moment. A recent free weekend on Steam saw the game breaking an all-time concurrent player record, which has generated renewed interest in the title. Respawn has also announced a focus on Titanfall-related content that will be making an appearance in the Battle Royale Apex Legends going forward. Naturally, with Titanfall's popularity swelling, Apex players are interested in trying out the series that established the lore and setting that both games share. While some concepts such as weapons and abilities are shared between both games, Titanfall 2 has many unique mechanics, weapons, and giant robots that might require a little time to become familiar with. Try keeping these tips in mind to keep culture shock to a minimum when trying out Titanfall 2. Number 5. Cancel certain Titan abilities with melee. Similar to Apex's characters, every Titan in Titanfall 2 has access to a specific and unique toolkit of abilities, making them suited to different roles. Learning how to successfully deploy a Titan's abilities, both defensively and offensively, is a crucial part of learning Titanfall, as a successful Titan player can sometimes single-handedly turn a game around. Certain Titans have abilities that require a charge to be held, e.g. Northstar's cluster missile or Ion's shoulder laser, before they can be fired at an enemy, meaning that a charge will have to be cancelled if the Titan's desired target moves out of range. Doing so is simple, simply execute a melee attack to cancel the ability and preserve the cooldown. Number 4. Experiment with movement-focused tacticals. Players in Titanfall 2 have a choice between a number of different tactical abilities to suit their loadout, and each confers a special ability to give them an edge in combat. While abilities like Cloak and AWOL have their uses, the game really shines with tacticals intended to enhance movement like Grapple or Stem. Grapple in particular, when mastered, can unlock insane traversal options for a player by way of its superior verticality. Many of the really impressive Titanfall clips out there of players soaring through the air feature Grapple, so it's definitely an ability players should check out. Number 3. Don't spend too much time on the ground. Most fights in Apex are decided by positioning, aim, and coordination, whereas in Titanfall 2, speed and movement receive more of an emphasis. Skilled players can zip around the map at extreme speeds, which makes slow-moving enemies on the ground easy targets. To avoid being blown apart by players attacking from high speeds and unfamiliar angles, it's very important to stay on the move in Titanfall, just don't do it in a predictable manner. Leveraging the game's verticality through wall running and grapples is a good way to avoid falling victim to someone dropping in from above with deadly intent. Number 2. Learn how to bunny hop. Bunny hopping is an advanced movement technique that's absent from Apex, but forms the groundwork of high-level play in Titanfall 2. Bunny hopping is essentially a modified version of a slide that allows a player to preserve a larger amount of their momentum after touching down from a jump. Doing so greatly improves the player's mobility, in turn making them harder to hit and harder to see coming. Bunny hopping can be performed while crouching while midair and while still in the crouching state, inputting a jump command as soon as contact is made with the ground. It's also important not to press a forward directional input while bunny hopping, as that will sap a player's momentum. With practice, this technique will have a player skipping across the map at great speeds in no time. Number 1. Learn how to airstrafe. Airstrafing is the second most important skill that a new player will need to learn to get most out of Titanfall's movement system, and it needs to be used in conjunction with bunny hopping to maximize battlefield mobility. Because bunny hopping is a technique intended to maximize a player's forward velocity, it can be difficult to change directions during a successful B-hop. Luckily, airstrafing accounts for its downside and can actually increase acceleration if used properly. To execute a proper airstrafe, tilt the control stick left or right while in the air to begin a strafe. While inputting a left or right movement command, a player also needs to use the right stick to turn their character towards the desired direction. It's important to remember not to press forward on the stick during the maneuver, only left or right. So guys, that's all for today's video. Share as much as you can, as it really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With that, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.